Working in VC will definitely make you a better investor. It's a different type of investing than public equities, than private equity. Um, I'll put a link in the action items for Blake Masters' notes on Peter Thiel's class startup, which explains a lot of this stuff really well. But it's a power curve. You're basically going to make all your money on one or two investments out of 10. A bunch are going to go to zero, probably three or four, and a bunch are going to be 1 to 3x returns. It's just not going to move the needle for you. And those one or two at the right end of the tail are going to be 5, 10, 15 plus returns on your money. So it's a bit different than a hedge fund where maybe there's arbitrage opportunity. Maybe you're trying to get a 30% bump or trade around a value node where there's going to be an earnings announcement or an interest rate move that you're betting on, or private equity where it's a lot of structuring and figuring out, I don't want to trip these debt covenants. How can we, make this a covenant-like thing where, if the industry goes down, it's cyclical, we want to be protected, blah, blah, blah. So it is quite different, but the fundamentals are the same. And that's why you see a lot of people leaving venture capital, going to hedge funds, going to private equity funds, and doing quite well. Because at the end of the day, you're analyzing people, you're analyzing companies, and if you can change that risk-reward equation in your head to the new asset class that you're looking at, you can be successful. And the last point is that in venture, it's quite unique in that you're not looking at a deal a day or a deal a week. You're looking at 3 or 4 or 5 companies every single day. And so you develop pattern recognition really fast. And as a junior professional, you're also constantly putting your own intuition against that of your partner that has been around the block and sat on boards. That's actually a piece of advice I highly recommend. Always start these sorts of meetings yourself by saying, here's what I think, because you're not going to bias them, but they will bias you with what they think. And so put it out on the table. What do you think about this company and why? And what else do you want to know? And they're going to tell you if you're right or wrong, and it's going to change the way you think for the better.